Hi everybody. OPPT is a scam. One people's public trust. Anyone notice that man or man is not used anywhere in the OPPT document? Instead, they use self. Can they please bring forward self to back their claims that self exists? This is no different to person or mind or straw man or ego, etc. In the present sense, they do not exist. They are just a reflection, an image of our projection. They are shadows of illumined light or intellectual property. Notice the word person in Black's Law Dictionary. Self-defense equals, in criminal law, the protection of one's person or property against some injury attempted by another, the right of such protection, an excuse for the use of force in resisting an attack on the person, and especially for killing an assailant. There's a link there to describe self-defense from the Law Dictionary. They are dealing with legalese here. They filed the documents that oversees legalese, commercial courts, which are defined by and not only Black's Law Dictionary. Notice the word creator next to numeric codes, UCC 1-308. Creator, experiencing by creation, knowingly, willingly, and intentionally manifesting self through, by, and between bond servant, therefrom, and any and all manifestations thereunder by universal contracts. The Creator is enjoined to commercial contracts. Now read carefully here. Uniform Commercial Code, UCC Article 1, General Provisions, Table of Contents. The Uniform Commercial Code must be liberally construed and applied to promote its underlying purposes and policies, which are 1. To simplify, clarify, and modernize the law governing commercial transactions. 2. To permit the continued expansion of commercial practices through custom usage and agreement of the parties. And 3. To make uniform the law among the various jurisdictions. B. Unless displaced by the particular provisions of the Uniform Commercial Code, the principles of law and equity, including the law merchant and the law relative to capacity to contract, principal and agent, estoppel, fraud, misrepresentation, duress, coercion, mistake, bankruptcy, and other validating or invalidating cause supplement to its provisions. Then there's a link there from Cornell University. Money is the current, C, CY equals C, SEE equals SEA of the curse. See Love for Life video embedded below. The name is the mark of the beast, the straw man, identifying your slave status in the system. So the process of this OPP document is the processing of a curse, the combining of man's life force energy as the C of the curse. This is blatant black magic of the worst kind. Where are they directing all this accumulating life force energy? Apparently they've got a video. I'm not sure if it's out yet or not. It says coming shortly. Notice the words used frequently. Universe and universal. Universe and universe all. They are clearly telling you what this is all about. Please bring forward the universe and the universal to back your claims. It must be a first-party to first-party direct experience, and not the representation of universe and universal performed by a man acting as self. If so, this is fraud. Uni equals one, oneness, sameness, and verse equals story or his story or her story. Universe means one story, and universal means one story for all. Meaning there is no uniqueness, originality, and that all are under the same story, one world government, one world religion, etc. We say no more. Video coming ASAP. Okay, now this was dated February the 21st, and now they've got a follow-up here. Today the question was asked to Heather Tucci-Jarraf, OPPT trustee, as to why the word self was used instead of man, man, man in the OPPT documents. And then they have an interview there of Blog Talk Radio, and they're showing 98 minutes 20 seconds. This is her answer. Every word was chosen very specifically, and essentially those attorneys who read those documents who knew exactly what was happening in their language. However, the documents were meant to be read with the heart and not the mind as far as the people go. Note, it sounded like she was reading the answer from a script. Was she briefed on this? Note, she did not answer the question. She instead completely avoided it. This was blatant gobbledygook talk, no different to a politician who dribbles on and on without ever specifically answering the question. Why does the dictionary exist? What is the purpose of Black's Law Dictionary? Are they not used to clarify the exact meaning of a word to avoid misunderstanding, confusion, etc. down the line? If the writers are using words that only the heart can know, does this not leave it open down the line for misunderstandings, wrong interpretations to eventuate, etc.? The benefit of vagary leaves things open for abuse, manipulation, change of direction, tactics, etc. any time down the line. There is no certainty of intent here. No, we did not mean that. We meant this instead. You are not using your heart. That is your fault. The dictionaries exist to make it clear for all concerned, so they know exactly and clearly where they stand, and those who are behind the making of the OPPT document. What a clever cop-out, escape clause. Watch out, people. You are all being tricked here. And every word was chosen very specifically, and essentially, those attorneys who read those documents, who knew exactly what was happening in their language, geez, they are very important people going out of their way to help us, to care for us in times of great need. They must be on our side. We better trust them. They've gone to great trouble making sure everything is spot on. What a load of butter-up bullshit. And notice the wording. Who knew exactly what was happening in their language, implying they know exactly the intent behind the word self, but others must use their hearts to work it out. What a FOB off. And we LOL over this one. However, the documents were meant to be read with the heart and not the mind, as far as the people go. As far as the people go, implying as far away from the truth as possible, and we want you to be confused, which you will if you just trust us by following your heart, meaning belief. Believe in us, believe in our spells, and not look to the true meaning of the legalese words used. It's up to you of the people to work things out if you can. The word self is tied to person. Black's law makes this very clear. How much more clear does it have to be? Here's the lemon you ordered, sir. No, I never wanted that. I wanted an orange. No, you were not listening to your heart. The letters from the word orange form the word orange, but we meant lemon. Please go to post your comments or read the thread. The OPPT is a fraud and a lie. And you can refer to this discussion with Max Egan, or Eigen, I'm not sure, I-G-A-N. And there's a link there to author Cristian posts on Facebook. And it says here, Max IGAN and the fraud of OPPT, One People's Public Trust. And then there's a Facebook discussion there with Arthur and Fiona Cristian. Okay, so what else is there on here? Okay, there's some other information there. And it says here, two guests, Heather Tucci-Jarraf, one of the trustees of the trust, and somebody there from the Canadian Armed Forces. And Captain Darrell will brief us on the assignment he was given by his superiors and how it led him to the OPPT. Well, all I can tell you, folks, is, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it is a scam. It is a fraud. The main thing is that this lady has admitted that she's gone to Rothschilds for their help in setting up this trust. What people don't understand is this, okay? Nobody on earth has the right to put all of Earth's assets into a trust, putting a trust between them and the people of Earth. Right away, you should know that that is a fraud. These people do not have your best intention in mind. What this is all about is a one world government and communism, socialism, and don't be duped by this. I've made other videos on it, and I will continue to make videos on it. Thank you for watching. Marcia signing out, and I'll post links below.